Taurus, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot, to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So, Daddy Taurus, Mama Taurus, this is going to be your reading from October 27 to November 2nd. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to look at the main challenge, clarify everything for you, and get some final advice and messages of love. Now, dear Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. As you know, I went to a wedding. The wedding was absolutely amazing. You're more than welcome to check out the pictures in the community post. And now these are general readings, dear Taurus, so they may resonate with you and they may not. Please take whatever resonates and let me know in the comments as well. So let's get into your reading, dear Taurus, and see what's going on for you. And yes, I'm son of a Taurus and son of a Capricorn. Okay, so your challenge, dear Taurus, is the Nine of Cups from October 27 to November 2nd. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands. Taurus, your challenge here is actually very intriguing for me because when this just came out as a challenge, I immediately felt like this need for you, this cry and this call to really celebrate yourself and like just take a moment and be like, you know what, I'm proud of myself for the journey that I've come so far. There is something about your own happiness. I think a lot of you are really doing everything that you can within your power to focus on your inner happiness and find this, stability within you. Nine of Cups here talks about, maybe you might be in an isolation, maybe you might be focusing on what's important for you, even though some of you might be in a separation with someone or you're just good on your own being single. But there is definitely an energy here of about finding this self-satisfaction within you. We're going to talk about this shortly and we are going to clarify. In the recent past, you have the Six of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So in the recent past, I do see here a connection that started off very excitingly. Everything was great. Whoever you were dealing with, there was this sense of celebration. However, dear Taurus, you see with the Five of Cups, a situation ended very badly. Okay, something here came to an end and it caused you to feel this sense of loss. You felt this person, you felt the connection that you had with this person after the breakup, after the separation at a very deep level. After the separation with the Five of Cups, many of you have been just by yourself with the Four of Swords, right? The Four of Swords is the card of a healing, doing a lot of internal work, disconnecting from the world, disconnecting from the noise, and just going within yourself. And this is why maybe right now you're really just trying to come back to life and celebrate life more. We're going to talk about this shortly. By the way, it just came to my mind that your most iconic reading on this channel, which has one of the most views, was 999. So number 9 is a very symbolic number for many of you. Now, in the present moment, dear Taurus, you have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Death. So in the present moment, there is a situation here that's finally coming to an end. Many of you kind of might have felt betrayed. Many of you felt like this situation was this pain was gonna last longer, but it's not. There is a new offer that's gonna come towards your way, and we're gonna clarify and see who this offer is coming from and what is it that you need to know. In the near future, you have the Star, the Moon, and the Wheel of Fortune. So in the near future, there is definitely a turning point. Destiny is, really realigning itself for you. Many of you might be dealing with an Aquarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Leo, possibly another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay, Pisces, maybe Sagittarius, but it could be any other sign, right? But most importantly here for a lot of you, you're definitely in this energy of making the shift, like setting an intention for something good to happen. There is some questions and doubts and suspicions and anxiety when it comes to this person. A lot of you kind of like, you're gonna start feeling better about yourself as you move forward with the Nine of Cups, like just being really good on your own, not having to force anything or whatever. So when the situation here shifts and changes for you, because you have the Wheel of Fortune, it's a destiny shift. A lot of you might still have some questions that you're gonna need answers to before you step into this new chapter. whether with this person or whether by yourself, we're going to see. Now, with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming here is there is the Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands. So there's trust issues that you have with someone, okay? Trust issues, and maybe that's why you're like really questioning here. There is the World, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands. You're waiting. You're waiting to know the truth. You have been waiting to know the truth. And based on this conversation or based on this encounter, whatever is going to happen between you and this person, you're going to decide if this is a situation that you need to completely put to rest or give it another chance. So let's get into your reading, dear Taurus, and let's clarify everything for you. So I'm going to clarify the Nine of Cups for you. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Ten of Wands. Many of you have been going through a major spiritual ascension, transformation, and changes. In this isolation, Taurus, a lot of you have been doing a lot of internal work, asking yourself the right questions, diving deep into your spirituality and letting go of certain burdens and certain traumas and pain that's been really holding you down and weighing you down. And I want to say congratulations for doing that. As many of you know, I'm sure maybe some people are going to ask, Arman, are you okay? Yes, I'm good. This is not about me, but I just want to mention that doing continuous, consistent breath work at least 2 to 3 times a day for 10 to 20 minutes has been extremely transforming for me, life-changing for me, and I'm very thankful for that. So I think that you are someone that you have been putting a lot of effort into your self-development after a separation, something that ended. You know, many of you, instead of staying bitter and resentful like a lot of other people do, you went deep within yourself and you really started digging deeper into you, because you see the Hermit here is showing someone that's holding the lantern, right? So it's like holding the light, going within you and trying to really understand deeply what is it that you need to shift and change within you. Maybe there were certain patterns that you grew up in a very dysfunctional family that might have affected you. And the same goes for your person, because we're dealing with people and their inner child, right? So you have learned how to take it into accountability. When you're dealing with people, these people also were programmed to act a certain way, right? A lot of you were dealing with someone who maybe didn't have proper communication skills, maybe who didn't have enough, like they didn't have the right way to express their affection towards you, and that might have affected you. Maybe because you realize like, oh wow, this person didn't receive enough affection from their family or from their first marriage or from their second marriage. Whatever situation might be that you are involved in right now, Taurus, you're seeing the situation from multiple perspectives. That's why you're so spiritual. That's why you're so evolved. Now, High Priestess, it talks about a spiritual connection here that you have. A lot of you, might say, you know what, I'm good on my own. I might even choose to be celibate. I may just choose to be just on my own. This is not going to resonate with everyone, but I'm just seeing here that there is this energy of you focusing on yourself, self-fulfilling happiness, self-fulfilling prophecy, and that is big part of the secret of the manifestation. When you don't need anyone to come and make you happy, when you don't need a person, a circumstance, a thing outside of it to fulfill you, you actually start attracting what's meant for you, because you're no longer in this needy and desperate energy, right? So that's your challenge here in the present moment, what you are doing really, because a lot of you have been really doing internal work and asking yourself, if I want to be with this person, is this really going to make me happy? Am I going to really be able to have the reciprocation coming from this person or not? So let's talk about the recent past real quick, because we all know what happened. I'm just going to go over the past real quick. The Six of Wands, dear Taurus, is clarified by the Knight of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So a lot of you, I think one of the main reasons why this separation happened was because someone here was not committing. I do see here with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, very hasty energy. Someone may be being a little bit hot-headed. Someone may be just leaving the situation, right? Four of Wands is a card of marriage, and this talks about commitment, union, establishment, right? And the Knight of Swords, when you look at the Knight of Swords, is heading out the other direction. So someone here walked out of a connection. Someone here left. this connection. I'm getting here very kind of cold-hearted decision. We're not here to put a finger on other signs, but I'm getting here Aquarius energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So someone here was being very logical, and maybe this person was not yet fully emotionally invested into this connection. Now, let's talk about the Five of Cups in the recent past, how things ended between you and this person. The Five of Cups, which is in the recent past, is clarified by the Tower, the Fool, and the Ace of Swords, right? So the cards do not lie, and as if you know tarot, the Tower here is about a situation that came to an end. Hot and cold, on and off, many times. Okay, the Fool, excuse me, and then the Tower, constantly starting over again, and then it ending it again. Okay, with the Ace of Swords here is telling me that a lot of you wanted to know some sort of truth. Maybe you were also dealing with an Aries. You have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is you, dear Taurus. A lot of you wanted to know the truth, okay, when it came to this person, when it came to this brand new beginning. And I think there was a lack of maybe honesty here in the recent past, because we also saw the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that someone here was not completely opening up to you and telling you the truth. A situation here unexpectedly came to an end. Maybe you just started getting back with this person again, and all of a sudden it came to an end, okay? There could have been other external factors that also influenced this connection. You know, when it comes to third parties, it could be a person, a thing, a family member, but a lot of factors that affected this situation in the recent past. So for many of you, after the situation ended, you went into kind of by yourself with the Four of Swords within yourself, doing the work within you, focusing on your inner healing. So it's clarified by the King of Wands, Queen of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for a lot of you, I think that what you really started doing and realizing is you need to disconnect yourself from certain people. You maybe even lost some friends who were not good for you. That's just as a side story that I'm getting here. But I do see here you really going deep within your emotions, your feelings, your vision, your passion. Which direction do you really want to move forward to? A lot of you held on to this person because there is a lot of chemistry and a lot of love. With this juxtaposition here from my end, it's looking all the way to the past. So it's telling, like literally, look at them. They're all looking towards the same direction. And you know, I didn't just wake up and start shuffling the cards. I like to explain them so that they may make more sense. You see, everyone is looking towards the same direction, right? A lot of you, even though you were healing, you were doing a lot of internal work, you held the vision, the passion, and the emotions when it came to this person. Now, you have come, this is a very detached energy, by the way. Detachment is a very important word that I would say for you. You're detached. Like the emotions and the feelings are there, but they're not overpowering you. So let's talk about the present moment. You have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Death. A major cycle is closing up for you. And I'm talking about like a big cycle. So the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Justice. Okay, I do see here communication coming in towards your way. There is a lot of action that's happening. Eight of Wands here is the card of communication, text messages, phone calls, reaching out, a lot of movement. This is an action-oriented energy. And you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Justice. Something here in the present moment is about to get set right for you. And a lot of you, you know that there is many testimonials and success stories. You're more than welcome to check them out into the community posts, into the comments. But I share them when I see them because there's a lot of them. And this is about you getting this good karma, receiving this situation, seeing in front of your eyes how it's actually transforming and changing in a way that's gonna make you very happy, okay? And there is definitely this notion of family, settling down, and I do see here a situation here finally closing up. By the way, dear Taurus, there is the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, okay? So, I mean, this is meant to be. This is destiny, you know what I mean? This is literally destiny for you and this person. Now, in the present moment, the Ten of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Again, a lot of nines here in your readings. So in the present moment, I do see here a lot of you closing off this chapter of overthinking. That's what you are doing. You know, it's just been very challenging. You know, you've been really stressed out about this situation that it even affected your job. It even affected your financial stability, many of you. But you are a Taurus, you know, you don't you don't rush into things, and something that you were very much emotionally connected to and spiritually connected to, if there was a tower moment, something ended, it can affect you at a very deep level, to the point of you not even wanting to leave your house, not even wanting to leave, your space, just being closed and, just being by yourself. We all go through that. I just know that Taurus, you tend to kind of keep it quiet and just be by yourself. But as a word of encouragement, I may be some stranger on the internet, but I just want to remind you that you're loved and you're worthy, and no situation from the past or no ending can ever decide your worth and your value. So get up, wash your face, and start being happy, okay? Continue to be more detached. So there is a situation here in the present moment that's finally closing up. Number 10 of Swords. It's the cycle. Okay, that really has to come to an end. And you also have the Death card, which I'm going to clarify. Some of you also might be dealing with the Scorpio. So the Death card here is about metamorphosis, transformation, and a dead end, like ending something, right? So the Death card here is clarified by the Six of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Cups. A lot of you are gonna walk into options. A lot of you are gonna walk. There is like a window of opportunities opening up for you. I do see here, no matter what you do, you're always gonna be very successful, Taurus, because you are very hardworking, you are very dedicated. So a situation here is gonna change for you, and I think that a lot of you are gonna look at the same Five of Cups, right? This situation that ended between you and another person. There is the Five of Cups here again. It's like you're gonna look at it and be like, what can I do? Is it really worth it for me to stay in this kind of emotional state of being, or should I just really start celebrating life again and raise my frequency and vibration? A situation here is transforming, the Death card, right? The end of this confusion, the end of this uncertainty, whether does this person love me? Are they gonna be with me? Are they gonna call me? Are they gonna be with me? The shift and the change happens when you change it within your mind. Everything starts in our imagination. Everything starts in our mind. So I do see here in the present moment really making a firm decision to start celebrating life more, to really start focusing on the most important things for yourself. Career success, career goals. And when it comes to this person specifically, you have the Star, the Moon, and the Wheel of Fortune. You got a lot of questions that you want to answer, so I'm going to try to do my best to give you some answers. So the Star is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Magician. A lot of you are really, really manifesting when you're detaching. Like, that's just how it goes. You have the Nine of Cups here as your challenge. It's also showing up in the near future. So whoever you are dealing with, you do kind of feel betrayed by this situation, not necessarily the person. You don't really fabricate and paint a picture of this person being someone like they're the worst. I just feel like there is this sense of is really being very dissatisfied by someone's behavior or just how things ended between you and them. I don't know why I'm getting here an Italian background. Someone here has an Italian background. That's just what comes up to my mind. I don't know why I just heard Italy. Nonetheless, I do feel like here for a lot of you with the Star card here, this is talking about hoping things to change, hoping things to shift, healing, and manifesting a brand new beginning, okay? And this is gonna happen when you're detached, when you're good on your own, when you're not focused on someone else and you have the world. So a cycle is finally going to be closing up for you in order for you and them to be able to decide which direction you both wanna move to. You have a lot of questions. This is the important card I wanna clarify. So you have the Moon. The Moon here, you see there's a crab coming out of the water, right? It talks about fears and sometimes some doubts coming out of our subconscious mind. The water represents our subconscious mind in a dreamy state, in your dream, spirituality. So the Moon here is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Emperor, and the Wheel of Fortune. So you're dealing with an Aries, possibly some of you. Now in the present moment, in the near future, I feel like a lot of you, what you really want to put an end to is not have an extra third party person, whatever thing that might be affecting you and them. You want to close off this cycle. You don't want no arguments, Taurus. I think you're one of the most chill signs out there. No conflict. A lot of you might be feeling, what if I get back with this person and we try to work it out and there is a conflict between me and them again, and we just don't really find the common ground. But I do see here the Wheel of Fortune here being twice. Are you kidding me? Like, this is actually This is great news, Taurus. This is about destiny. This is about direction, sense of purpose here. You and this person moving towards too. And this person is part of your destiny, period. This person is part of your destiny nonetheless. So let's talk about the Wheel of Fortune actually. Let's clarify the other Wheel of Fortune. So the questions when it comes to this person, I think someone is going to really take accountability and ownership just real quick. Someone here is going to either maybe also be the bigger person and kind of like, not that you're the smaller one. No, like they're really going to take accountability to resolve this conflict, right? Stepping into the power, taking accountability for how things ended between you and them. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in the near future, dear Taurus, is clarified by the Empress, that's you, literally, the Page of Wands and the Eight of Swords and the World at the bottom of the deck again. You keep closing these cycles and these karmic debts. I see that happening in your readings, which is great. Because a lot of you are really like ascending very fast, and you're raising your frequency at a very fast pace. So you're gonna see this person, between you and them, the passion getting reignited. Okay, with the Page of Wands. And it's the passion, it's the care, it's the Empress here. Divine feminine, divine masculine energy merging together. It could be not a sex thing here, gender thing, but this is about this passion and this fire that's going to actually reignite this connection between you and them. And you're finally going to be able to see the truth. Okay, why is this person in my life? There is something about this person they haven't told you yet. This person is going to open up to you and tell you the signs and synchronicities that they have been seeing before meeting you, and also while you guys were in separation. That's just what my intuition is telling me. And it's going to come from you even more that there is a reason why you and them actually came together. Now, the Three of Wands here, dear Taurus, at the bottom of the deck is talking about that you might be waiting to hear something. Here is the thing. Due to this connection, due to this situation, you're learning to trust again, and you're learning to have faith in love again. Because in the past, I do see here, certain situations came to an end between you and many people, friends, previous partners, because of trust issues. But I think with this person, when they come around and they become extremely open to you, and they really tell you exactly what happened and what is it that your intuition was also telling you, then you're gonna get everything that you wanted for the confirmation to see that this person actually is going to be part of your life forever. Now, let's talk about the advice. Let's get the advice and see what is it that you need to know, dear Taurus. Okay, so Nine of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the advice here, dear Taurus, is that yes, you have been hurt in the past with the Nine of Wands. There has been many situations where you felt very disappointed, hurt by whatever happened between you and them. But there is an opportunity here that is going to be presented between you and them to work things out. Eight of Pentacles is the one in the middle, and this talks about an opportunity to build something, to actually build an empire, to work things out, to sort things out, and to really move on from this trauma, right? You have the Nine of Cups here again, and this is the this is like the Nine of Wands. You have the nines coming up a lot, and I saw 999 the other day. That's your iconic reading. So you just keep closing cycles and like jumping timelines, and you just keep getting higher and higher and better and better. And that's why it's in your detached energy here with the Nine of Cups. When you're focused on your own happiness, on your own creation, you're gonna see situations here shifting and changing, and an offer coming in towards your way. Now let me pull one oracle card here for you from the Whispers of Love and see what is an important message that you need to know. Mama Taurus and Dada Taurus. So the message that you have here, it says be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care, right? And it takes two to build that. And that's why I feel like you genuinely care for this person, you love them, and you are not desperate and you are not needy. That's why when they come around, efforts are going to be put into place in order for you and them to resolve the conflict and move forward towards a new destiny. You have the Wheel of Fortune twice, and that's about destiny. That's a double confirmation about someone being part of your destiny. So dear Taurus, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you. I hope that this reading helped. Love you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.